You can feel it, pulsing beneath your skin, racing through your body. This is true power. And it's finally yours.
So much power. No one can resist you now. But what comes next?
It's been a long time since you stood in judgment over others, holding their lives in your hands. But after everything you've done, doesn't this feel right? The city has been saved, from the Illithids at least. Its citizens aren't so sure about you. But what should they fear? With the Absolute's power in your hands, you can rule them not just as a Grand Duke, but a king. A Sun King. And you'll be a fair ruler, benevolent even. Although, of course, where there's light, there's darkness too. Because you're a caring, benevolent leader doesn't mean you can't treat yourself every now and then. Courses through you, to be wielded not in Shah's name or Selûne's, but in yours alone.
Well, my love, we did it. This world is ours, as it should be. I always knew you could do it. I always knew that together, we could do anything.
For too long, you allowed yourself to be defined by your faith. But no more. You shall not bow, or pray, or do anything that is not your choice. So choose. Which path calls to you? Darkness or light? Who you were, or what you may yet become? But Shar and Seluna's war need not be yours. Their fracture only weakened them both and pitted their followers against each other. You shall indulge their ancient follies no longer. A new church will rise, united in your image and blessed with the blood of the faithless. Heart swells with silver and shadow alike, and the undying love of countless followers. At last, you are whole. Absolute authority. A bliss like no other, drawn from a brain most great and most vile.
resist you now. But what comes next?
Not so long ago, you longed to mount a red dragon and fight for your god regent. A pitiable ambition in retrospect. Soon, the Githyanki will bow to a new queen. LAE'ZEL of KARLACH will write the slates anew. A good Githyanki knows when the battle is won. But she knows too when the battlefield has simply changed. A good Githyanki knows her enemy. But she knows too that a weapon should never be cast aside, so long as it still might be used. She knows, too, that there is no such thing as loyalty to a lie. A good Githyanki fights all her life for the right to return home. And she does not come empty-handed.
Hail, Queen Vlaakith, the last of her name.
Absolute power courses through you, a frigid certainty amid your reckless blames. For perhaps the first time, your fate is your own.
So much power. No one can resist you now. But what comes next?
You've ascended to the height of power over the city that chewed you up and spat you out. You should have had a long life, a different life. And now, at last, you can.
been afraid of me. You made Gortash your savior. He'd keep you safe, wouldn't he? Safe from people like me. Well, guess what, Baldur's Gate? You can't pick which parts of you to keep. Everything you reject will come back stronger. I'm home! I'm finally home! Oh, you must have missed me so much. But don't worry, I made friends while I was gone. Want to meet them? Better.
Through you, far greater than the gelded gifts Mistra once offered. Even the orc seems satisfied.
So much power. No one can resist you now. But what comes next?
The Dead Three's plot has been foiled, the Netherbrain subdued, and it was all thanks to you. You will not surrender the world you saved back to the heavens' faltering stewardship. They bow before you, prayers and pleas mingling into a single submissive drone. But you are not here to yoke them. You come to set them free. The Absolute lies broken at your feet, the first god to fall. but not perhaps the last. Heavens are waiting, and you have work to do. All of Toril is as a marble held in your hand. At last, you are complete. You are whole. You are absolute.
So much power. No one can resist you now. But what comes next?
Long did you live in your famed father's shadow. Long did you toil thanklessly for the common people. But now, you know true power. The Sword Coast is yours to command, and the many lands beyond. Suddenly they seem so small. Before, you used to worry what lay behind those smiles, whether they would kneel for you of their own accord, or at the beckoning of your father. But you know better now. What matters is that they do kneel. Let the why be for lesser men.